Share and spread the soil knowledge with soilbooks.com.
Boost your harvest, improve soil quality, naturally. What's up everybody, it's your boy Soil Books back with another video. Today we're talking about how to make your soil the best it can be, naturally. We're not talking about some boring science lecture here. We're gonna break down simple, easy-to-follow tips that will make your soil healthier, your plants happier, and your harvest bigger than ever. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get this soil party started. Feed your soil, the power of organic matter. Alright guys, first things first, we gotta feed this soil. Just like we need food to grow, soil needs its own kind of fuel, and that's where organic matter comes in. Think of it like this: compost, manure, crop residues. These are like the ultimate power-ups for your soil. Adding this good stuff is like giving your soil a massive energy drink. It's packed with nutrients that plants crave, and it's like a feast for all those helpful microbes living in the soil. Compost, for example, is like black gold for your garden. It's made from decomposed plant material like leaves, grass clippings, and kitchen scraps. Manure, well, that's just animal poop, but don't let that fool you, it's full of valuable nutrients. And crop residues, those are the leftover bits of plants after you harvest, like stalks and leaves. Instead of throwing them away, chop them up and mix them back into the soil. Adding organic matter isn't just about feeding your plants, it also improves the soil structure. Organic matter helps create those perfect air pockets and improves drainage, so your plants aren't sitting in waterlogged soil. Crop rotation. Don't let your soil get bored. Alright, next up, we gotta keep things interesting for our soil. Imagine eating the same thing every single day. Boring, right? Well, soil feels the same way about plants. Growing the same crop in the same spot year after year can deplete the soil of specific nutrients, kind of like how eating only pizza would eventually make you deficient in other important stuff. That's where crop rotation comes in to save the day. It's like a dance for your plants, where you switch up what you grow in each area every season. This simple technique helps to balance nutrient levels in the soil and prevents those nutrient deficiencies we talked about. Think of it like this. Different plants have different appetites. Some are heavy feeders, gobbling up lots of nutrients, while others are more laid back. By rotating your crops, you're making sure that no single nutrient gets completely drained from the soil. But wait, there's more. Crop rotation isn't just about nutrients. It also helps control pests and diseases. When you rotate your crops, you break the pest life cycle, reducing infestations and improving soil structure over time. Alright guys, let's talk about giving our soil some love during the off-season. Just because you're not growing your main crops doesn't mean your soil should sit there naked and exposed, right? That's where cover crops swoop in to save the day. Cover crops are like a cozy blanket for your soil, protecting it from the harsh elements and giving it a boost of nutrients. Think of it this way: when your soil is bare, it's vulnerable to erosion from wind and rain. But when you plant cover crops, they act like a protective barrier, holding the soil in place and preventing it from washing away. But cover crops aren't just pretty faces, they're also hard workers. They pull double duty by adding organic matter to the soil. As they grow, their roots burrow through the ground, improving soil structure and creating channels for water and air to penetrate. Then, when it's time to plant your main crop, you can simply till the cover crops back into the soil. And here's the best part: some cover crops, like legumes, think clover, beans, and peas, have a superpower. They can fix nitrogen from the air. By planting legumes as cover crops, you're essentially creating your own natural fertilizer factory right in your backyard. Okay guys, I know it's tempting to go all out with the tilling, churning up the soil and making it look all nice and tidy, but here's the thing. Too much tilling can actually do more harm than good. It's like constantly rearranging your furniture. Sure, it looks nice at first, but eventually it just weakens the structure of your house. Over-tilling can destroy the natural structure of your soil, breaking down those precious air pockets and making it harder for water to penetrate. It's like squeezing the life out of a sponge. And without those air pockets, your soil becomes compacted, making it tough for plant roots to grow and thrive. But that's not all. Tilling can also harm the beneficial organisms living in your soil. Remember those microbes we talked about earlier? The ones that break down organic matter and make nutrients available to your plants? Well, tilling can disrupt their homes and reduce their populations. So what's the alternative? Try no-till or low-till farming. These methods minimize soil disturbance, which keeps the soil structure intact, protects those beneficial organisms, and reduces erosion. No-till farming involves planting directly into the residue of the previous crop, while low-till farming uses specialized equipment to minimize soil disturbance. Alright guys, let's talk about pH. No, not the kind you find in shampoo, but the kind that affects how well your plants can access nutrients in the soil. Think of pH as a scale that measures how acidic or alkaline something is. Most crops thrive in slightly acidic to neutral soil, with a pH range of 6 to 7. If the pH is too low, acidic, or too high, alkaline, it can lock up essential nutrients, making them unavailable to your plants. So, how do you know what your soil pH is? Easy. Grab a soil test kit from your local garden center or agricultural extension office. Once you know your soil pH, you can adjust it accordingly. If it's too acidic, you can add lime to raise the pH. Lime is like an antacid for your soil, neutralizing the acidity and making those nutrients more available. On the other hand, if your soil is too alkaline, you can add sulfur to lower the pH. By keeping your soil pH in check, you're ensuring that your plants have access to all the nutrients they need to grow big, strong, and healthy. And that's a wrap. We've covered a ton of awesome tips today to help you improve your soil quality naturally. Remember, healthy soil equals happy plants and a bountiful harvest. Now I know you guys are probably bursting with questions, so drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them. And hey, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future soil-saving adventures. Thanks for watching, and remember, together we can grow a healthier, more sustainable future, one handful of soil at a time.